Hi, good evening, everyone. And this is Rick Olivares, and I wanted to talk about something. Uh, Today, actually yesterday and today, people started calling me about, oh, ubus na raw yung Putres Ka. The ska band's debut album will be out on record format this Monday, but as I understand, all 500 copies have been sold. And people are asking, bakit ang konti? And bakit parang ang bilis, 'di ba? Okay, it's like this, no? As someone who grew up in the music industry, worked in the music industry, and I'm still in the industry, here is my understanding, my knowledge of it, my opinions about what goes on and how people do things. I'm not saying everything that I say is correct, but these are my personal observations. Okay? Um, First and foremost, 500 copies. I think that's too little, 'di ba? But I cannot take them to task for exercising caution, 'di ba? Because 'di ba, ang simple lang naman ng tanong eh, bibili ba ang tao? Pero pag sinabi niyo, oo naman eh, putres kayo eh. Pero okay, when it first came out 30 years ago, uh, it did not sell right away. It did not go supernova right away. And I remember at one point we were in Club Dread, and I remember that parang bakit up to that point they had sold only X amount of CDs and cassettes, 'di ba? Unlike others na bumulusok, 'di ba? Whether it's River Maya or even the Eraserheads, but eventually it sold, no? But how many? I don't know. I'm not even sure if they hit gold. At the time, if you sold 20,000 combined CDs, cassettes, and pero they were not doing records anymore at the time. Not for all. And I don't think they released on vinyl any band from the 90s. 7-inch singles meron, 'di ba? But 12-inch no. Um, parang ang barometer noon for gold was 20,000 combined and for platinum was 40,000. That's a far cry from the US. Iba-iba depending on the market. In the US, 500,000 copies cumulative is considered gold. A million copies is platinum, no? So iba-iba yan. Even the UK has a different barometer gauge, when calling a record gold or an album gold or platinum. Now, and I remember back then, whenever Putres would play Club Dread, because I wouldn't go to Medix, it was too far for me since I lived in Cubao. And by the time we had moved to Marikina also. So, Um, laging puno 'pag tumutugtog ang Putres Ka, laging puno. Pero hindi lahat 'yun nagbabayad. Maraming nasa guest list, 'no? And actually, that's one of the reasons why Club Dread closed because it wasn't financially viable at a certain point, no? People, those are and I remember my classmate, Patrick Reidenbach, saying, we ran it as we went. We didn't understand a lot of things, and had he known, he would have run it differently. But ganun talaga, you learn as you go. And I was telling even the band Puterska back then, hey, how are you guys gonna make it to gold, to get a gold record when most of these people coming into your shows they get in because they're on the guest list? And how can they buy ang entrance to Dread at the time is 100 pesos and a cassette was 100 pesos. If they can't afford to pay 100 pesos for a show, do you expect them to pay for the cassette? Not necessarily, di ba? Don't want to come out and say no, they could not afford. They could, but they just didn't, di ba? And whether they hit gold, I don't know. I really don't know. But let me talk about, for example, Parokya ni Edgar. 'Di ba? When their first album came out, ah, ang pinagagawaan kasi ng CDs noon was FAS in Novaliches. And usually the standard is you just order 500 CDs and then X number of cassettes. Usually ganun, 500 then. Because you don't know. You don't know if it'll sell. And we didn't know if Parokya would sell. Or even in Datu's Tribe, halos ganun din yung numbers, no? And then, but Parokya sold, di ba? Maybe hindi siya agad bumulingsok, pero Parokya sold. But 44,000 copies or something like that, maybe even more. Di ba? But nung naubos yun, okay, order tayo another 500. Di ba? Then another 500 CDs, another 500 cassettes. Ganun, di ba? Kasi you don't want to over-order. It's better to under-order in certain ways. That's why forecasting is important. It's better to under-order because madali magpagawa kaysa mag-over-order ka. Ang dami doon hindi gumagalaw. Di ba? And if it sells out over time, I'm not sure that if that's favorable because kumbaga you did not immediately recoup your investment. It took time for you to recoup it. And that means kumbaga natulog din yung pera. Diba? That's why forecasting is very, very important. You don't know. Diba? I'd rather it's nice to come out with a smaller number and then sell it out because okay, it's sold out. People talk about it. Eh, pare naubos. Whether it's 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,500, it's better to say that it's sold out kaysa hindi naubos. 'Di ba? Mas nakakahiya 'yun, 'di ba? Kahit 100 di naubos. Pero mga diyan naglabas ng 2018 pa na plaka, hindi pa ubos hanggang ngayon, 'di ba? And that's well, what was it for? Was it for vanity? You wanted it on vinyl, or you thought that it would sell, 'di ba? That's in some ways risk, no? It's always a risk doing doing these things, putting them out. It's a risk, but it has to be a calculated risk. Let me move laterally. If you go into McDonald's or Jollibee or one of those fast food burger joints, if you're at the counter, you will see I forget the term at the moment, no, where they put the products, the burgers, the chickens, and the fried chicken and all that. It's in this metal area that is heated. After I think 8 or 10 minutes, if it is unsold, it's considered waste. Why? Because bacteria accumulates and so on and so forth. The crew chief is I worked for McDonald's when I was in third year college. I worked for them for 2 years, because I wanted to earn extra money to buy records, to go out on dates, to buy my comic books and stuff, no, but the books that I liked. So not only was I helping do the assignments of my classmates to earn money, their projects, di ba? I would write for them, I would do their homework, and draw for them, design things for them, and so I'd have extra money to get the things that I wanted. And yun nga eh, the crew chief has to forecast, di ba? Titignan mo yung daloy ng tao, di ba? Kung isa lang, alam mo, pagawa ka ng 10, di ba? It doesn't make sense because that's considered waste. And there are penalties for that. I don't remember what they were, but there were, di ba? So you don't want. And, di ba, like for example, a book. If you buy a book, and let's say this one, Imzadi, this came out in 96, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Um, if you look at one of the first few pages, you will always see um, like this. It says there, first printing July 93. Ayun, 93. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First pocketbooks printing. So this is a first print. And um, if if you buy another, let's say a book of this later on, like 5 years after, then it says number 2 or 3 din sa bilang, wala na yung number 1 and 2, let's say number 3. That means it's the third printing already. And you don't want to come out and press 1 million copies of this right away. No, you don't know. You don't know if it'll sell. Diba? Parang Harry Potter. Harry Potter was a word of mouth thing, diba? And by the time I got into I heard of it because my mom she saw it on CNN or BBC, and there was a little bit of backlash towards Harry Potter about sorcery and witchcraft and all that, no? And I became intrigued, and I went out, and I was still able to buy the first Scholastic edition. Nakabili ako agad. And but it sold out soon after that, no. I was fortunate because I know someone who works at Scholastic Books that that published the paperbacks. So I didn't get the hardbound. I got the paperbacks. And but later on, I think it was Deathly Hallows already. Um, I remember naubos agad yun. Kasi by then, Harry Potter was a phenomenon. I think even after the first book, it was a phenomenon already. And when Deathly Hallows came out, I that was my first hardbound the Harry Potter. And I think they were doing pre-selling in Fully Booked, Power Booked, and all that. And hindi ako nakakuha. So I went through my source uh, that was publishing, it's just Scholastic. And sabi sa akin, Rick, it sold out really quick. People were pre-ordering already because they learned to do pre-orders as a gauge for printing, publishing these collectibles, no? But did I get a first press? No. For me naman, for books, it's really not that important. For records, it wasn't a concern if it was a first press. The reason why I say it's a first press when I post my stuff, because I bought it when it first came out. Diba? I was someone who loved music, really studied it. I would listen to DZRJ that tell you like this is coming out, and all that. And I would buy Rolling Stone magazine, Cream magazine, and tell you what's coming out or what's cool, what's a cool record. And that's how I learned about the Clash and bands like X. So yun, di ba? It's about forecasting. It's about understanding the market, di ba? You don't just flood the market with X number of records. You don't. You don't. Alam mo, itong about Putroska, going back to Putroska, some people will say na they weren't sure. Parang hindi naman siguro mauubos, di ba? Parang, ha? Ah, in your, that, hindi ko maget yun. Parang, kung talagang record collector ka, alam mo na yun. Matic na yun, di ba? Hindi mo na, you don't sleep on it. And people continue to sleep on things, di ba? And they offer all sorts of excuses like, I didn't see it. Oh, that's not a problem if you didn't see it. Case in point, Wolfgang, di ba? We announced Wolfgang 30 January 6 thereabouts of 2025. Then we introduced the mechanics for uh, applying for a copy because we initially announced only 50 box sets, but we went up as high as 170, but eventually produced around 400 plus for sale, no? And we started selling it by March. And we were still, kasi we added di ba? Ang in-announce ko lang, 170 or 220, magtatabi pa kami for the launch. Pero, nevertheless, 450 people applied for it, but we approved 400 knowing the number that we wanted to give kasi iba yung sa band and all that, di ba? Sa amin. And we rejected only few because we were checking them for their identities. There were trolls, there were trolls, sorry. There were fake accounts, dummy accounts, and there were people passing off as this person and that, but they weren't really so. Di ba? There were resellers. But even when we were we willing to stick at that number? Dinagdagan na nga namin. In-announce ko nga 170 nung una. From 50 to 150 to 170 to 220. That was the last. Di ba? The last. We didn't announce anymore. And, we were ready to make more, but there was nothing anymore. Wala na nagtatanong, can I order? We would have done that, but wala eh. Wala nang interest or what. And then nung dumating na yung plaka ng August that we showed it in early September, and there was this demand for it, no? And actually yung standalone niya, 350 copies lang yan dahil um, because of a mistake I made, we added, no, it went up to 650, di ba? And by September, even up to today, no, may nagtatanong, meron pa ba? Sabi ko, bakit ngayon ka lang? You're more than a year late. And busy eh. Hindi po excuse yung busy. Whether you live in the United States or in Sorsogon, di ba? Hindi excuse yun. Lahat tayo busy, di ba? Ganun talaga. If you miss out on it, you miss out on it, di ba? It's like a girl, 'di ba? Hindi ka torpe ka, then you miss out. Wala, torpe ka eh. Ganun talaga, ganun ang mundo, 'di ba? So, will it be repressed? Will stuff be repressed? I would think so, but not right now. You want to give a premium to those who applied for it, 'di ba? You want them to enjoy it. Hindi yung just because may nag-demand, 'di ba? But again, I never hear the end of it. Wala bang CD? Oh, nagtatanong ka yan, bibili ka ba? 'Di ba? Ang daling magsabi, wala bang CD? O teka, may player ka ba? 'Di ba? Bibili ka ba? You hear all that stuff, people inquiring all the time, but they don't even pay for it. So and we in this industry or anyone in the collectible industry would rather err in the side of caution. 'Di ba? You don't want. Why, what was this concert that was canceled recently? Was there a demand for it? No demand, 'di ba? Yan. Was there a loss? Possibly. They possibly lost some money in it. Possibly. I'm not saying they did. But it's a fickle market. There are many, many factors that cause that. That's why you would rather err on the side of caution. 'Di ba? Parang, I remember someone saying, why wasn't the Wolfgang reunion concert held at the Araneta Coliseum? Excuse me. Ganito yan. Prior to New Frontier, their biggest show is at the Music Museum, which has a capacity of 700 people. Ano capacity ng The Big Dome? 'Di ba? Kung gusto mong punuin yan, 21,000 kaya. Pero on the average na not SRO, mga 13,000 yan. Dude, that's a big, big, big one. 'Di ba? That's why people, like, some of the concert people, like, my boss at Ovation asked me, what do you think of this band? Honesty, in your honest opinion, 'di ba? So you have, kasi there are cost implications to everything that you do. Bring a band over, the ticket sales. Like I remember we were discussing with my boss innovation, si Mr. Renan de Guia. I gave him a list of bands that I would want to watch. I'd like for him to bring over. And one of them was the Dave Matthews Band. And whenever they perform, their large audiences, usually open air sila, di ba? Kasi ang dami. Pero may difference yan eh. One, will the Philippine market watch Dave Matthews? Ang daling sabihin, yeah, I listen. You listen. Pero ano ba yung barometer ng listening, 'di ba? Do you buy the merch? Do you buy the CD? Do you buy the record? Do you buy the tapes? There are a lot of factors there. People who like something posted on Facebook, a like does not translate into sales. It does not. 'Di ba? A comment does not translate into sales. Kung ganun lang, ubos na yung mga plaka ko dito, 'di ba? Hindi, it doesn't work that way. 'Di ba? That's why I said from now on I will print fewer copies, 'di ba? It's tough. That's why we do the pre-selling. If I say there are 130, 50 copies of Lian, Jamir, and Chi, well, I will change my mind only if we, in the pre-selling period, we break the 150 number. Pero pag hindi, hindi eh. Hindi, ang mahirap kasi natutulog yung pera mo, walang nangyari. May bibili pa ba nun? I don't know. We don't know. 'Di ba? So in the case of Putreska, it is my opinion that they under-ordered it. How do they go about it? I think that they should have done pre-selling. Uh, but that's just me, 'di ba? They should have done pre-selling. And like I said, 'di ba, you can't tell if people will buy. Then I'm sure people got extra copies, 'di ba? To resell, alam nilang tataas yung value. 'Di ba? Kaya nga hindi ka pwedeng matulog sa ganyan. That's why it's called collectible. Anything that is collectible, there is a value placed on that collectible. 'Di ba? There is no such thing as a collectible that lasts ng that has X number of copies or runs, 'di ba? Like if we talk about comic books, I remember when Uncanny X-Men 275 came out, it went through multiple pressings, di ba? Now, the difference would be like in the color of the background that showed the X-Men from sila Psylocke, Wolverine, and so on and so forth. They would change the color of the background of behind the characters. And I think the second press was color brown or something behind them to differentiate it, di ba? Para people cannot cheat on the resell. And there's a premium to those who got it the first time around, 'di ba? You always have to reward those because those who got it yung unang labas. You have to reward them for their being diligent fans, 'di ba? You have to reward them because like ako, back in the day trying to watch Pearl Jam in the US. Wala pang online selling, wala pa, hindi pa. 'Di ba? So kailan pumila ka? Pumila. And I thought that I go in this hour, makakakuha ako ng ticket. Hindi eh. Hindi nga ako makakuha ng ticket kasi sold out. Hindi pa ako wala pa ako sa kalahati. Ubus na yung tickets, di ba? Even, even for online selling, it's tricky, di ba? Because a lot of people are trying to order. So what did that teach me, di ba? Like for watching live shows back then, no, you line up really, really early. I remember when the painter Alex Ross was doing a signing at Midtown Comics in Manhattan. Um, nag-advertise na yung Midtown Comics probably about 2 weeks before they were, or 3 weeks, they were advertising it. So what I did was I filed for leave that day and did not go to work. Hindi ako, kasi kung after, ang signing nun was I think around 2. I have the flyer there, the souvenir and all that, no? Something like that. Basta hapon, late afternoon yung signing. But I took a leave for that day because that's Alex Ross. He's such a popular creator in the comic book industry. And he doesn't do too many of those signings. So kung mahuli ka, baka hindi siya makapagpapirma. It's not like he's gonna stay there for 10 hours. No, he'll be there signing for about 2, 3 hours and that's it. Diba? So I filed for leave and I remember when I went to Midtown Comics, that's where I would go every Wednesday. They'd put out the new comic books and on the racks. I went there around lunchtime and there were already 20 people ahead of me. Diba? And by the time before, like probably an hour before the signing, the line had snaked around all the way to Port Authority. And people were asked on the street, what's this for? Oh, comic book signing and all that. And I'm lucky kasi pang 20 ako, 21, pang 21 ako nakapila. So by the time I got to Alex himself, hindi pa siya pagod and all that, no? And he was, here is the trick because unlike here sa mga signing, kahit isang damo ka lang ibagsak mo sa mga comic books, people, you expect them to sign everything. There, no. You have 2 items to get signed. If you have more, go back at the end of the line, but to give chances to others. And so when I got to Alex, he asked me, "What do you want to write?" So yeah, your name is, my name is Rick. So we shook hands. Ricky, I said Ricky. We shook hands and I said, "Hey, thanks for coming." He goes like that. "What do you want me to write?" Then I said, "Can you say happy birthday, Ricky?" And oh, it's your birthday. Yeah. Can I check your ID? You got ID on you to show that it's your birthday today? That was November 11th. So we checked it and said, okay, you have other stuff? I'll sign everything right now since it's your birthday. So he stands up, hey guys, it's Rick's birthday. I'm signing his stuff, oh, it's my birthday too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He goes like that, you know. So I got all my graphic novels signed, every one of them. Swerte, di ba? So it pays to be early. It pays to get it first, di ba? Ganun, di ba? Parang like, I remember Dave Matthews Band, um, there were notices coming around there. It was in the papers, in the trade magazines that they were going to be recording a concert at the Great Lawn sa Central Park. And walang bayad. It was just free. Just go over to the Great Lawn. And I remember I first saw it in the Village Voice. And I went there after lunch. And that was a big mistake. That's why nag-iba ako ng strategy with Alex Ross. When I got to the Great Lawn around noon, ang dami ng tao, wala na akong pwesto sa harapan. 'Di ba? So I was in the back. But when I thought about it, that's okay. At least I'll be one of the first inside the subway pauwi. 'Di ba? Kasi kung nandun ako sa harapan, my God, maghihintay ka ng ilan-ilan tren bago ako makasakay ng subway pauwi, 'di ba? So there was a trade-off to that one. But you learn to plan, you learn to forecast. And in the music industry, di ba, parang lahat naman ganun, whether even Wolfgang, when it was first put out by Ivory, you didn't press a lot. You didn't. Di ba, you pressed X number, then you wanted to know if it would sell. And I remember also when Jim Chappelle came over to perform here, jazz pianist, jazz and new age pianist, Jim Chappelle. And I remember I, kasi wala sa Universal, wala kaming licensing deal with his label, Real Music. We had no licensing deal. What that means is, you could not reproduce it locally sa FAS. Hindi pwede. Kailangan bumili ka direkta sa Real Music. That was his record company then. And I remember discussing it with my boss, Mr. Ramon Trying. Sabi ko, what's a good number? Then we were talking about, because we weren't sure. We ordered 300 CDs, which sounds like a lot. But we ordered, that wasn't the first wave, no? Parang nakailang ulit na kami. Pero I think up to his album then was Manila Nights. Manila Nights, that was his new number. Yeah, Manila Nights, that was the title, Manila Nights. Because he was here previously and he received a great reception. So all his titles from Dusk, the first album, all the way to Manila Nights, we ordered 300. And we thought, and ilan yun, mga 9 albums na yata, di ba? Ang dami. So we had around 2,700 CDs on hand. But you know what? Even before the concert sa PICC, ubus yung 300. Even like probably a week or two more. And that was a time when you could not, shipping would take forever. This is what, 1994 or something like that. Take forever to get it here. Kasi kung air freight, mahal. Mahal, hindi namin pwedeng ibenta yun ng 375 yung CD no, hindi. No, pwedeng ibenta na gano'n, tataasan mo yung presyo. But price is important. You can't overprice something, di ba? So, I remember my boss, we under ordered it. No? But who knows? You don't know. Would you order 500, 1,000? Hindi namin alam. Even Bon Jovi, I remember Crossroads. Uh, we sold around 30,000 CDs of that. Uh, Ganun kalakas talaga nun. Di ba? But realistically, do you think 30,000 people will buy a copy of Crossroads? You don't know that. Maybe. We're not the United States of America, which is a larger market. This is a much smaller market. Di ba? Kaya nga, pag kinikwento ko yung Datus Tribe, di ba? The prevailing thought then was that hard rock, Filipino hard rock, does not sell. Does not, di ba? Did the Juan de la Cruz band reach those numbers? I don't know. There are no published figures for the Juan de la Cruz band. Who knows? Di ba? And there was huge concern that's why I was miffed back then. But these are valid concerns. Will Filipino hard rock sell? Eh bakit natin sinayin pa sila sa kontrata kung hindi kayo naniniwala sa banda? But the marketing was very crucial about that, no? Because at that point, they wanted to drop Datu's Tribe after recording 2 songs in the studio. It was recorded in Makati. And I asked my boss, how do we save this? Okay, call up Triggerman, si Milo at WLS. If LS, kasi yun yung barometer, pag papatugtugin sa radyo at na walang payola at gusto nila to, that means they will plug it. And I remember, I was playing it, I called Milo, si Triggerman up sa LS. Milo, sabi ko, I'll let you listen to this band. Let me know honestly if you'll play this on LS. So dinikit ko pa yung phone sa speaker ko sa office, no? Sa office. I had a nice setup there in the office. And he said, literally dinikit ko sa speaker. Sabi niya, oy, okay yan. Okay yung band yan. Ano yan? Sino yan? Datus Tribe. Pare, dali mo sa linggo. I have an acoustic show, live show. Go, invite natin. So I did. I brought them over. I called up their manager, si Patrick Reidenbach, who was my classmate nga sa Ateneo. And sabi ko, hey, let's bring the band. This is really important. It depends on the survival of the band and their contract. And WLS switchboard was bombarded with calls like, oh, galing nito. Diba? Yung galing kami sa baboy. When will this come out? Diba? And I remember my boss paged me, you're preempting sales. And sabi ko, don't you think that's good? Hindi ka nga naniniwala sa banda eh. diba? And as we know, we sold 20 plus thousand copies of the compact disc and the cassette. Now, did we know that were we supposed to press 20,000 cumulative cassettes and CDs? We didn't know that. We will press like 500, 300 pa, minsan 300 lang, tama na yan, di ba? Uh, but that means it went through multiple pressings. Now, if I go back to the Jim Chappelle story, were we able to order? No, hindi na. So, um, had he come back, that was his second trip to Manila, but he never did come back after that. So, uh, but because his first performance in the Philippines was so successful, that's why there was this buzz about Jim Chappelle. Lalo na when he asked someone randomly in the audience to play him three notes and it come up with a song right there. So people are talking about that. That's word of mouth that cannot be bought. It cannot be prefabricated. That's why when he came back the next time sa PICC, talagang puno. And we sold all our CDs, we sold all our cassettes, di ba? Uh, so that when Peter White came over and but Peter White, unlike Peter White at that point, had put out four incredible solo albums. Peter White was inabutan ako ng pizza ng anak ko. Peter White was the guitarist of Scottish pop folk rock singer Al Stewart, Time Passages, Year of the Cat, and all that. No? And after that, he joined Basha, si Basha, the pop jazz singer, and he was her colleague in Basha. No? And after that, he went solo. Uh, he was, kasi since he wasn't the main man, he's not this. He was a sideman, a prominent sideman. We had to do a lot more marketing for him when he came over. It was produced by City Light and others, and we helped out since kami artist namin si Peter White, no? We did a lot of promotions, not just on City Light, kasi hindi naman lahat makikinig ng City Light eh. Kahit sabihin mong smooth jazz siya, hindi ganun yun. And uh, naalala ko pa, nag-Itbulaga kami. Is that the market? Not necessarily. Iba yung market ng Itbulaga eh. Pero you still want, you don't just preach to the choir. You try to expand it. I'm always like that. You don't just preach to the choir. Kasi niche na nga yan eh, di ba? You go there, but you also go elsewhere kasi gusto mo nang kumatak ng iba. Diba? Ganun yun, di ba? So, let's go back to Putreska. Di ba? It's great. It's nice to hear it's sold out. That's really great, di ba? Now, it creates also demand for that. So, you can see resellers, my God, I don't know kung magkano benta na dyan. 5,000, 6,000. I have no idea. Di ba? Will they repress? Alam mo, simple lang yan eh. Mag-send kayo ng messages sa Poly East, tell them we'd love it and to get that. Talk to the sellers, di ba? The sellers, marami nagbebenta ng mga ganyang plaka rito sa Manila. Talk to them. So because they're in touch with the sales agents of the recording companies, di ba? The record companies. Tell them that like this and like that, di ba? That's why interaction is important. Interaction always, even with the those with physical stores, those with online stores. Of course, diba? Like I remember talking to itong Putreska with one of the sellers, and hindi sila sure, to be honest with you. Hindi sila sure kung, but alam nilang mabebenta to, di ba? Teka, kakagat lang ako dito. Mm. It's important always magparamdam ka that you're interested. Di ba? And you cannot assume that it's gonna stay there forever. Don't sleep with it. Kaya nga ako, pag ganyan, I'm testy about those things. Oh, tutulog kayo sa pansitan at sa ihawan eh. Di ba? Sorry na lang, di ba? Tulog pa more, di ba? No, you know what? Anything that is collectible, anything, you gotta get it. Lalo na, there's a speculator market. Are speculators good? Alam mo, ganito yung tanong eh. Bakit sila nakakuha, ikaw hindi? That means natulog ka sa ihawan at sa pansitan, di ba? Bakit sila nakakuha? Parang ganun lang yan. Tickets, di ba? That's why there are scalpers, di ba? Are they good? Are they bad for business? Yes and no. Yes and no. Kasi, alam mo, kaya binibenta nila yan. Gusto nila lang i-dispatch siya. Di ba? Kung mabagal ka, wala tayong magagawa. Bagal mo eh. Di ba? That's why it's important to, di ba, if you're a fan, you stay in touch. Hindi excuse yung hindi ko nakita sa social media, busy ako. Di ba? Like we care. We don't. We don't. Di ba? If you put it very coldly, we don't. That's not our problem. That's your problem. In the case of Wolfgang, hindi. In-advertise ng banda to non-stop. In-advertise ng fan groups non-stop. In-advertise namin. If you missed out on it, meron pang articles in media, in all media. If you missed out on it, then ano pa excuse, di ba? Hindi talaga eh. Hindi talaga. Hindi. Lalo na in this day and age of social media. If you're a fan of the band, you follow them. Like ako, I follow, one of my favorite bands is Rancid. I follow everything that they do. Di ba? I have these moments where, for what? Get my, I don't know, my wallet is somewhere there. I don't know where it is. Uh, I'll get my phone. Just pay him. Use the Gcash there. Yeah, parang you have to you have to be in touch with these things, di ba? Uh, like I have to know you have to know like kung ano yung kasi usually naman they will tell you, oh, we're recording a new album. A new album's coming out, di ba? So watch out for it. And you have to really watch out for it. Kasi mahirap maubusan. Hirap talaga, di ba? So if you're fussy about presses and all that, all the more. But if you're not fussy, then mag-wait ka na lang, di ba? There are bands that if you go to Discogs, for example, you will see the history of the repressings. You will see it there, di ba? Sometimes they have pressings done in Europe, in the US, in Asia, in Japan, etc., etc. Like Adele. The ones for Asia were pressed in Japan, diba? So, of course, there are may mga imports from the US and all that. Now, dun mo makikita. And it's not like year after year they press. They don't. Diba? Do you know if they'll repress? They don't know. We don't know. Is there a demand for it? Now, diba? Kahit naman ng Beatles, diba? Hindi naman lagi makikita ang Meet the Beatles with the Beatles on the shelf. No. Diba? Hintay nila maubos yan. Meron mga threshold yan. Like even, for example, let's talk about one of the big local record companies, diba? They press around 1,000, but I think they've wisened up. They don't press that many anymore, diba? Kasi yung rini-reissue nila mga releases from the 70s, Gen X yun eh. Hindi naman lahat ng millennials at Gen Z makikinig nun. The Gen X, the baby boomer Gen X market, not everyone buys records anymore. Not everyone. I buy fewer records today because one, I have everything that I want. Um, I buy new records. I just buy new releases. Pero piling-pili na, hindi na ako yung wala, bili lang ng bili. Di ba? Hindi na ganoon. So you have to forecast properly. That's very important. It's best to under order rather than you press a lot and there's nothing you can do. Di ba? Kasi lugi ka na. It's easy to say you'll sell out over time, but hindi eh. You know, some records you'll see when it comes out, hindi pinapansin. And then binabundle or binabagsak yung presyo. Di ba? Doon pa lang talo ka na eh. Talo ka na. Kasi hindi mo makukuha yung profit and loss projections mo. And for those in business, you always make profit and loss. Di ba? You don't just do anything. You need to know up to what point, up to how many copies of a record of a book must I sell to recoup the investment? You have to understand all that kasi you can't keep afford you cannot afford to lose money all the time. You cannot afford to lose money, 'di ba? Kasi hindi mo basta-basta mauulit unless talagang sobrang bilyonaryo ka, okay lang sa'yo, 'di ba? But even at some point, 'di ba, you have to figure like, okay, this is a losing proposition. This car isn't selling like Subaru when it first came out when I remember, it wasn't selling in the US. Yung Subaru, 'di ba? Hindi agad-agad nagbumenta 'yon. And there's a book about that, Where the Suckers Moon. Uh, it's an if you're into advertising, marketing, and sales, it's a really good book to read. And I was in advertising when it came out, and I still have that book, Where the Suckers Moon. It's about ang subtitle, The Life and Death of an Advertising Campaign, and why were they not doing well, things like that. So there are many factors: sa marketing, sa price, understanding the climate at the time, di ba? May mga ganun, di ba? Parang I think even when as good as Putraska was, if you were not into the scene, you wouldn't know. Were you into two-tone ska? Were you into two-tone ska? Alam mo, importante yan. Nung unang labas, the first punk record ever released in this country was the Best of Punk and New Wave, released by Octoards, which is now Poly East. And that was massive. Alam mo, for weeks, ina-advertise yan sa DZRJ because it was presumed that if you liked rock music, you would listen to RJ. You will not listen to the other radio stations, di ba? So doon nag-advertise yan. And was it on Jingle? I don't recall. Maybe it was, but not right away. So I remember Howling Dave saying, oh, tomorrow lalabas na yan sa record stores. And I went out and I bought it. Diba? So they wanted to test the waters. Will people buy punk and new wave? There, punk and new wave. Yeah, it was still new at the time. Hindi pa sumasabog yung punk and new wave, no. It was growing. And then the next one, then I think they put out uh, another compilation. It's a way to test. Yeah, that's why labels like putting out compilations, they want to test kung ano yung reactions sa music sa artist, di ba? And then the third release was The Great Rock and Roll Swindle by the Sex Pistols. And that was a ballsy release, di ba? And it sold out the local pressing. How many did they press? Probably 500 records lang, di ba? But I'm not really sure the number, but it sold out. And you know what? After that, they put out the Best of Punk and New Wave Rock Volume 2. And mind you, it was never released in the UK or the United States. They were trying to bring the music here in Asia. So it was a Singaporean release. I have no idea if it was put out in Japan. Wala pa tayong nakikitang Japanese press noon, none in Malaysia. So there were only two territories, Singapore and the Philippines, that put it out. Di ba? And people were lapping up everything that was being put out. So soon after that, you started seeing more records, di ba? More records that are punk and new wave. Pero meron din silang hindi linabas, di ba? They didn't put out certain records here in the Philippines, di ba? Ayun, parang, the last thing I'd like to share is pre-pandemic, you could still find mga kiosk sa mga Astrovision. May mga CD pa sa fully booked in BGC in the top floor. They had a record section that was about 3 racks na back-to-back, no? Pero paunti ng paunti kasi walang bumibili. May makikita ka pang parokya ni Edgar. Meron pa. You will even still see Wolfgang and all that. Not the first album, not Seminole, but the latter albums. No, I don't think I remember seeing Acoustica in 2015. Wala ka na makita. But the latter ones were still available. You know. So yun, and after, di ba? Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, there are multiple pressings and waves of releases, let's say for whether it's Wolfgang, Parokya, Datus Tribe, River Maya, because they don't just press like 2,000 CDs right away. No, you don't know if it'll sell. Di ba? Ubusin mo muna. Like I said, madali naman magpagawa. Ganun din sa plaka. So I think now that they know that, I think Poly East, di ba? Magparamdam kayo sa mga sellers nyo. Di ba? And paramdam kayo kung may bibili, 'di ba? And eto siguro nung POT nung linabas nung 2015 'yan, wala naman bumibili, eh. Jackie, wala naman bumibili nun, eh. Wala, 'di ba? Daan ako ng daan dun sa kiosk dito sa Ali Mall, uy, meron pa. So each time dumadaan ako, bumibili ako. So may 3 akong kopya. 'Pag may gustong bumili, sige, 20,000 bibili ka. Kasi I have no intention to sell it. They're for my kids. When I'm gone, they can hati-hati sila, 'di ba? Yun, eh, kung fan ka ng POT, bakit di ka bumili, 'di ba? Bakit hindi ka bumili nun, 'di ba, ang tagal sa racks nun. Even I think the first one to actually sell out, but not right away, was the reissue of the Best of the Apo Hiking Society. How do I know this stuff? Because I keep tabs. I frequent record stores not once a week, but sometimes even twice or thrice a week. 'Di ba, nung nakatira ako sa Hong Kong, sa US, alam mo araw-araw ako nasa HMV, araw-araw ako nasa Tower Records, sa Virgin Records, hangga't dun ako nagtrabaho, 'di ba? Araw-araw 'yan. Akala nga nila staff ako, kaya ako nakuha dun sa Virgin kasi tanong yung mga customers, hindi masagot nung staff, sagot, "It's like this, it's like that, it's like that." Why don't you work with us? So, that's it. It's that simple. 'Di ba? Wala, I was a music nerd and I still am a music nerd. I don't know everything, but I do understand certain things. Does it help me with Icon Records? Yes and no. Yes and no, because the market keeps changing now. Unlike before, you could kind of figure it out, but now you have to be on your toes, and that's where the marketing aspect comes out. The marketing, the sales strategies, and all that. No? Even pricing, di ba? As I said, I will no longer price anything at 3.8 or what, no? Nina, let's try to go lower. Di ba? Kasi fan din naman ako, bumibili ako. Pag masyado malaki, eh. Pero alam ko na, mutya pag di mo agad kinuha yan, di ba? Parang capacities ng up dharma down, di ba? Tagal bago naubos noon. Tagal, tagal bago naubos. Di ba? Ah, swerte nakakuha ko ng kopya, di ba? Kasi maaga akong kumuha eh. Di ba? But now people also, they're speculators. There's nothing you can do. That's good and bad for the market, di ba? Kaya the simple answer is huwag ka matulog sa pansitan at sa hihawan. Kung fan ka talaga, pupunain mo lahat yung mga related dyan. So I think I bored you enough. That's it, guys. I hope you learned from this. Good luck with the hunting your favorite bands.